friends, Taylor here. I am super excited about today's video because I'm going to be talking about my Owls TBR for the 2020 Magical Readathon, and I am obsessed with this readathon and everything that G does. If you don't know anything about it, I'm going to have a link in the description box below to G from Book Roast, her channel, where she explains everything about the Magical Readathon, the owls and newts, and all the other Harry Potter goodies that she has and brings to this readathon, which is amazing, incredible. This is just so magical and my favorite time of the year when these readathons take place. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get straight into it. The career choice that I chose this year is Culinary Sorcerer. Last year I went with Care of Magical Creatures, which I really loved it, and it's definitely up my alley, but I wanted to try something different this time around, and Culinary Sorcerer is one of the newer ones that she put out. There is about, I forgot how many, but she has like 6 to 8 newer career paths that you could choose from. So I knew I wanted to hop on Culinary Sorcerer because that's my jam. If you don't know this, when I was in high school, I basically took culinary classes for all 4 years. My first 2 years, I took like extracurricular cooking classes in my homeschool. And then my junior and senior year, I ended up being even more involved in the culinary world. And then I ended up taking basically like, it's an extra school on top of your homeschool that you go to. So half the day I would spend at my homeschool, and then the other half of the day I would go to career school. So it was based off of careers that you knew that you would want to pursue in your future. So I went for culinary arts for 2 years. They also had like cosmetology, criminal justice, auto mechanic, welding, early childhood education, computer science. They had so many other different cool things that you could go to. I chose culinary arts, so I took that for 2 years, and yeah, it was the coolest thing ever to escape from like the boring regular studies of homeschool, to escape that and go to this awesome school that I got to cook every single day and then eat. So when I saw this career path, I knew that I had to have it because, like I said, I did it for 4 years and it's just, this is my thing and I absolutely loved it. Of course, I feel like I should mention this because of the fact that I've been gushing and talking about it for a very long time. If anyone was interested in knowing, no, I did not pursue my career of doing culinary after high school. I really wanted to. I ended up working in a kitchen as a chef for a little bit, but I realized very quickly on that actually being a chef did not align with myself and my health for many reasons. I have an autoimmune disease called rheumatoid arthritis, if you didn't know. I don't really speak a lot about it on my channel, which I really want to start talking about it more. But yeah, having an autoimmune disease like rheumatoid arthritis and trying to be a chef working long, grueling hours in the kitchen just did not match. When I was doing my culinary classes, that's only like 2 to 4 or 5 hours in a day, and then having to put that into the real world and actually working as a chef is a totally different thing. So unfortunately, I am no longer cooking as a chef. I do cook once in a while at home, but as a career path, no. So this, when I saw Culinary Sorcerer, gave me a chance to kind of relive it in a way, and I knew I had to pick it when I saw it. I still love everything about it, I just can't do it physically with my health, but I do love the culinary world still, so that's why I picked this as my magical career. I have to complete 4 owls. That being arithmancy, charms, herbology, and potions. Again, G is amazing, and she has all of these underneath her video that you can go ahead and print out and follow along. I obviously did that because they are just beautifully crafted and amazing. She is so gifted. For arithmancy, balance opposites, read something outside your favorite genre. And this prompt was actually really hard for me because I am 100% a mood reader. And I used to have favorite genres, but currently I don't. I just read whatever I'm in the mood for. Nothing's really my favorite, and I don't tend to pick up something more than another. Like, I don't read 100% fantasy or 100% mystery and thrillers or contemporary romance. I just kind of read it all when I'm in the mood for it. But I did realize there was something in particular that I don't really tend to pick up or read, and that is nonfiction books, especially true crime. Now, like I said, I do read mysteries and thrillers and I love them, but they're fiction based. I have always been scared and not really tempted to pick up a true crime book because it's true crime and I feel like I wouldn't sleep. Although I think I would be interested in true crime, I never wanted to pick it up. I would be a baby with reading it and I would be scared because I would be reading something that actually happened. I am deciding to step out of my comfort zone for this and read a true crime book. Now, I decided to pick up something that I already know a bit about, so that way I'm not going into it super scared because I already know most of the facts about it, and that is about Ted Bundy. I watched the Netflix movie with Zac Efron. I watched the documentary series that they had on it, so I feel like I know a bit about Ted Bundy going into it, so I won't be as discouraged about this book as if I were to pick up a different true crime book and knew nothing going into it. So I still haven't picked out the book. I have two different Ted Bundy ones. First one being The Stranger Beside Me by Ann Rule. The Stranger Beside Me by Ann Rule is an autobiographical true crime book about Ted Bundy, who she knew personally before and after his arrest. Ann Rule met Ted Bundy in 1971 when he was a psychology student at the University of Washington and contemplating a career in law and politics. And then the second one is The Phantom Prince, My Life with Ted Bundy by Elizabeth Kendall, with a contribution from Molly Kendall, updated and expanded edition. A memoir detailing Elizabeth Kendall's 6-year relationship with Ted Bundy, including a new introduction, a new afterword by the author, never before seen photos, and a startling new chapter from the author's daughter, Molly, who has never previously shared her story before. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna go yet. I think I'm more leaning towards The Phantom Prince. I don't really read memoirs either, so that's another thing that would be outside of my comfort zone. So either way, I would read The Stranger Beside Me or The Phantom Prince, but I think I'm leaning more towards The Phantom Prince. For charms, it is Lumos Maxima, Read Something with a White Cover. I'm really excited about this one because I have been eyeing this book ever since it came out, and I have been really wanting to read it, and I am buddy reading it with my really good friend Abigail. I'll have her channel linked down below as well. And we are reading One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus, and I can't wait to get into this book. We are going to be starting it out for the readathon. In the book, one of the lines is, "Everyone has secrets, right? What really matters is how far you would go to protect them." This reminds me of Pretty Little Liars, and I think that's why I was really interested in it. I don't know if it's going to be anything like the show, but I cannot wait to start the readathon off with this book. Then for herbology, read a title that starts with an M. This is something that I've had on my bookshelf for a very long time. I watched the movie, but I haven't read the books. And that is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I had the first 3 books on my shelf for the longest time, and I think it's about time I read this book, especially because I really enjoyed the movie, so I'm sure that I'm gonna love the book even more. And then the last one is Potions, and it is read a book under 150 pages. Literally the only book on all of my bookshelves and every single book I own that is under 150 pages is Maybe Not by Colleen Hoover, and it is novella. It's like 120 pages or something like that, and it's one of the only Colleen Hoover books I have on my shelf that I haven't read yet. So I think it's perfect to read the last Colleen Hoover book I have. So yeah, that is it for my OWLS TBR for 2020. Let me know if you're also participating in OWLS down below. I would love to hear what books you're reading, the career path that you chose, if you're excited for it, because I sure am. Thank you so very much for watching this video. I hope that you have a magical, wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!